Hey everyone.
Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in.
I'm trying to get the humidity right on that incubator
Um,
and so I can get them eggs in it. It's weird because it only has like a drop of water in it, but it's going like shooting way high, the humidity on it. So I keep opening the lid and trying to get it down, but we'll see. Hey Peggy.
hey Peggy, how are you?
We shall see how that goes.
Yeah,
I'm
it was.
hoping it gets down before I go to bed tonight so I can put them in there. Did somebody send me an image? Oh, okay. Let's see. It was you. How are you doing, Peggy? How's everybody doing?
Yeah,
Good, good. And you guys? Doing good. Doing good.
same. Till tomorrow, I have to get
Huh?
the dentist tomorrow. So,
Oh,
not
you
sure
got a
about that.
dentist appointment tomorrow?
I have a tooth that because I kept rescheduling because I was either sick or snow, and it was like it needs to be pulled.
Oh, you need to
It
get
took a
that
couple
taken care
months
of.
because it was like because what they did is they looked at like had like a filling that they removed because they're like, oh, we'll have to put a root canal in. And then they looked up there with the light. They're like, yeah, we're gonna have to pull it. There's a hole that goes right up to the gum line,
Ow.
so it's not even there. It's just hanging there.
It's just hanging there? Oh,
Hey,
shoot.
Amy, welcome in.
Praying for good vibes, Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Amy. Amy. Oh, okay. So
All right, let's get this on the road.
listen, let's get it going. Okay,
I even
I'm
have
going
the
to.
red lights going.
Uh,
I even have the red lights going for it today.
oh, oh. Okay, so I wonder if it's going to start. Oh, it is. Oh, I forgot. I got to share the screen, don't I?
I think so, or it should be right. Mm.
Yeah, I got to share it. I'm just a diddy to D. Don't mind me. I'm a diddy to D. Okay, so we're going to finish playing Sweetie Paolo's Live from last night, and then we will discuss our thoughts and opinions. And I ask everybody to be respectful of the creator I'm playing. Um, that's all I ask. And, we try to make this a safe place for everybody. And we're going to all continue that and be the best we can and show everybody love and kindness and spread it to everybody you see, even at grocery stores. I don't care where it's at, you spread your kindness. Well, okay, let's see here.
Going through your mind at that point? Like, what were the feelings that you were feeling?
To censor
Oh, what's wrong
myself
with
or
this?
freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Choice words were used.
That sounds low.
Where the F is used. I looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that.
Does that sound low?
Dip behind the walls and
Yeah.
watch, and
Volume's all the way up.
after I come back and he likes to scare me. But after I looked, and mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat. But
Hey,
I looked
Laura.
in his room, I looked all over, I ran through the whole house, I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And
It is low.
I picked up the phone and I called my husband and I said,
Shoot.
I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming. And he was like,
I think it's just her talking low.
three-way.
Could be.
He three-way law enforcement, and was telling them like our son is missing and we don't know
Dork.
what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I ran back, drove back to the house, and 20 days later, we found him.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how stressful that is. And also, like when we were driving up here, like this neighborhood is so pretty and nice. And do you think, has he ever like walked away before, or like has that ever happened? It's just no, first time.
He's not a child that wanders. He's not one that is
He doesn't have a history of being an eloper, which is common. And I have friends with children on the spectrum who do struggle with elopement with their children. But no, Sebastian, that's one thing. It's always been a blessing. He's not been an eloper or a runner.
Again, I say they really boxed themselves in with these answers. He's not a runner. He didn't talk to anybody on the internet. He didn't have internet access.
No.
And it goes back to what Seth said recently. I think it was on the Pascal interview he did, where he's like, no, he's basically like a Jedi, and he just floated out of the house. You know, it's like they have boxed themselves in with these answers that don't compute. They make it so that it's impossible to say that the kid ever ran out of there. Well, how did he leave then? And then there's no smell of him, no scent of him either. So it's like, it makes it impossible to follow their story. And yes, this is, to me, in my opinion, this is 100% a fabricated story. And it goes just like the whole Flowers story with the Summer Wells case. Like they hit each and every bullet point, and then that's the story. You know what I'm saying? It's incredibly frustrating. Let's keep listening though.
Yes, Amy.
His primary areas are like social and emotional dysregulation issues.
Katie, can you speak up a little bit for me?
He's functional.
Oh,
Overall, he's a pretty happy kid. I mean, he's a teenager. He's coming into his hormones. He's angry that he's growing a mustache, but for the most part, he's a happy kid. And
What are your theories? Like, I'm sure
Pam.
your mind has thought of every possible thing that could have happened, but is there any theory that you can talk about that you think?
What I can tell you is, with all law enforcement, with everybody that's involved, there's nothing that's been eliminated. Everything is on the table. Everything is being looked at from every possible aspect.
everything from he got out and walked away and was outside of the search radius before we started searching to the worst. And
that's currently where we're at. I mean, it's
really trying not to go down that road because we're gonna find him.
Speculating causes problems. Assumptions cause issues. And based on facts of what everybody knows, right now, there's nothing, and everything is still on the table to be looked at.
I just know he's out there somewhere.
Me.
What troubles me quite a bit is that Katie never makes eye contact with the interviewer. And I don't know if maybe that's a normal thing in grief, if that's the case, but it makes her even less believable.
No, Peggy, that's
as she tells the story, because it's like she's looking.
that's Katie and Chris. And hey, everyone that's came in, welcome in, y'all.
Down for like confirmation that she's telling the right story or the right parts of the story. Yeah, I think it is, Susan. It could be guilt very much. Now I remember the first time I saw this interview, it was very early into my quest to try to figure out like what happened to him, you know, what my theories and stuff were. And when I saw this interview the first time, I thought, well, maybe these people are just misunderstood, you know, they don't seem that bad. But it was, honest to God, it was the lies that came out between like the Nancy Grace interview, the Smiley Story interview. It was this different telling of the story that really got me, 100% got me. And knowing that they would lie about the little things when a kid is missing makes me see that they would lie about the big things. And that's what I have a problem with. And it's in that whole situation is when I realized I think these people are covering up for something much more sinister. Yeah, her face is very telling. Reality wins. Yeah.
One other question I have is recently Channel 5 in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video or?
Sure. So there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet.
Hold on. Do you see this? Not once is she actually looking at the interviewer, at Olivia. Not once. That's weird. I actually didn't catch it this before. This is really strange to me
I never
now,
noticed
as I
that.
catch it now.
Internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what it can give you an official statement on is TBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not. I'm not going to go into details as far as where that video is shot from, but I can tell you, as the parents, we have seen the video firsthand from law enforcement. We know exactly where it was taken from, and nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video, unfortunately.
Mm.
And anything about any other videos or anything like that, please refer to the TBI news link that they have out there, the updated Amber Alert stuff, and it will give you the most up-to-date information that all law enforcement has, and they will give you current as far as what's what and how they're looking at things.
Now,
And if there's
hold on, let me
any
pause it.
video, forward it to them.
Now that
Please.
the flashlight video, from what I understand, and I don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly it was a trash truck from what is being said. Now, if that's true or not, I don't know until it comes from law enforcement's mouth. But allegedly, that's not flashlights, that's a trash truck. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Security footage is really like a game changer. We're working on Riley's strain and trying to find like if someone missed one on a corner or something. So that's
Around this neighborhood,
I'm sorry, but it bugs me. It bugs me that they don't seem more concerned about where Sebastian is. There's, as somebody in the chat just said, flat affect. That's 100% what I'm saying. There's no excitement to this. What I mean by excitement is she's literally flat. There's no feeling. There's no urgency. There's nothing about her behavior that says I've got a missing kid and I need to find him. And I think that's what bothers me the absolute most.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's
guys,
true.
I won't play the whole interview. I know that, you know, it's probably best to go view it on her page so that she gets the viewership. But I really appreciate everybody being here today. I've wanted to go over these interviews for a while, and I'm glad we got to actually do it. By the way, thank you, KT, for becoming a new member. I really appreciate that.
What?
And guys, there is a membership you can join, like she just did, and
I think
the links will be in the description. I've got.
I think that I
Recordings just got back.
think I may have accidentally started it close to the end. I want to make sure before I.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
But
local.
true, it's like they both are like.
No, I said this in a
Oh,
recent
okay.
live, but when
Do what,
It's
Austin?
It's like that they both really don't give attention to the interviewer. It's like they're just staring into space, not having any like emotions on what's happening now that their son's gone.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? It's
It's-
like they're not tearing up, they're not emotional, they're just straight face, looking down, not looking at the interviewer. They're just,
Just like whatever.
yeah, like let's get this over with.
Yeah. That's how I feel whenever they do it too. It's just like it's like a vacation for them or something almost to me.
Yeah, it's like
I want to. Oh Lord, let me look it up, Amy. Hold on 1 second. I'll look that up and find out. I don't think I started the live where we left off yesterday, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It
That's
looked like
fine.
it was starting from there, but let's see. Chronicles of Olivia. Videos. That would be a video, right?
probably, I would assume. Maybe.
Search for Sebastian. Big spot with search for Sebastian. It was 3 weeks ago, so I would say maybe a week after. Maybe a week after he went missing is my guess. Somewhere around there. If it was too
Hey guys, I'm out here in
let's see.
Medication in 20 days.
It don't have the exact date. It just says that it was
He's gonna be hungry. He will
3 weeks ago.
turn to the bottom.
Don't go crazy looking. So it was within a week, about a week after. Right? That adds up, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's been missing. I already said to why am I not seeing her videos? A complaint for Pam. Pam, we have a complaint. I'm gonna roll back real quick. I just sent that stuff right here. I wrote down that time that we stopped the live. And chicken
Yeah. Amy said a complaint from Pam. Pam
40
here.
at 48:15 is where I wrote down the time. So I'm guessing I did have us screwed up.
Oh. There you go. There we go.
Okay. Let's see.
That was something else. Let me find it. Someone said
It was,
that to me.
it was actually underneath JLR's video. It wasn't in the Facebook group.
Okay, so here's what I will openly say about that.
Oh, there it is. That's what somebody posted in the comments.
So what I will say on that is this: people go through divorces, and it is not the best of times. So I was not privy to that kind of information prior to my relationship with my wife. That was
Hold on, I have to say. He says, I was not pervy instead of privy. I was not
I
pervy.
think we heard that.
I caught that. I was like, well, he needs to say that, right? That sounds like strange.
Anything happened to happen prior to my knowledge. So I cannot and give you an answer of that. But what I can say is if it is out there, it could be a public knowledge, it could be a public record, but I don't have any knowledge of it.
Okay, that's what I needed to ask on that one. Okay, going back over here to my questions,
Yeah,
guys,
Pam.
please, I appreciate your patience, and they are sending me the questions. So I see that you guys are still posting more questions, and I'm getting to them as fast as I can. So thank you guys for being patient. I do have 4 or 5 more messages that just popped up that said they want to know that you definitely took a polygraph and passed because it got cut off by a different question, and they feel like you did not answer that. So I'm just asking one more time. This is the last time, guys. I'm going to revisit this question.
Okay, for the record.
Mo, he said he passed it, according to Amy.
Well, hold on. Somebody asked the question, was a polygraph taken and has it been passed? Yes. I didn't specify who or when.
On purpose.
But what I can tell you,
On purpose.
everything has been vetted completely. Polygraphs have come back as passed. So I'm
Right there, he infers. Okay, he says polygraphs have come back as passed. Keep in mind, Katie is the only one that has taken the polygraph. Seth has to take his very soon. I think maybe in this following week or something. And Chris has never taken one. So he says all polygraphs have come back as passed. He's skirting around the question.
He really
It's
is.
so obvious.
He really is skirting around the question.
confused as in why they're all wondering if myself, my wife, and the biological father took one. When law enforcement agency has come out and told everybody, even in the TBI news link, if you guys hadn't read that, please go out and read that. That's got a lot of great information in it, especially it's probably the most up-to-date information, but they will even tell you. At this point in time, they have no reason to speculate foul play, anything on the parents. Everybody's been extremely cooperative of anything and everything they've asked us.
They never said any of you was cleared.
Okay. And Bobby, why did that happen? Because it's public. It's a public post. And these are questions that people are asking. And that is why it's up there. So before we go any further, we'll go back. And this is another, I have had many questions about this, about supposedly Sebastian's grandmother spoke out last night. And he said, Trev apparently quoted her from some comments on a YouTube chat. Is there anything that you want to say about this particular comment? Because I have been messaged multiple times about this. If you want to address it, you don't. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. I just wanted to ask you.
I will address it. I have, like I said, if somebody's refusing to address something that shows suspicion, I have no problems to address this. The grandmother, which is Seth, Robin is the name. She's Seth's biological father's mom.
Mm-hmm.
She made her statement on whatever YouTube channel. That's fine.
Thank you, Trev.
What I can say on that is real simple. Like I said earlier in this podcast, kids are going to say things. They're going to get upset because you're a parent and they don't like your answers. Sebastian has said, like I said before, the same thing about his biological father. But when you sit your kids down and you explain to them that being a parent, you have to do things that they don't like, unfortunately, it is what it is. We're not, as parents, everybody knows we're not to be our child's best friends. We're there to be parents. As a parent, your job in life is to make sure your offspring grow up to be better than we ever have been or get things better than we ever could get. And that's your legacy. That's our job. And kids don't like it. They're not going to understand because they're still young. Their minds are being molded. But eventually they're going to grow up. And when they have their own kids, they're going to look back and go, man, our parents were right. Because everybody that's an adult that has kids right now, not one person can say, no, he's wrong.
Okay, so now you get a little bit of a flavor for Chris's, I believe that was his second, if I'm not mistaken, his second interview he did. Duchess did a first and a second with them. I feel like the second was more of like digging into the details of what happened. The first one she did was more of like, okay, Sebastian's a missing kid. Let's know everything about Sebastian. And it wasn't so probative into who Chris and Katie kind of are and their behaviors and stuff like that. So Duchess interview number 2, I thought was really good. Guys, I truly think that 3-hour phone call is the alibi. What do you think of that? There's a period, which happens to be almost exactly the amount of time it takes one to drive from Memphis to Hendersonville. What do you say? 3 hours, 37 minutes is how long it takes door to door to get from where he was in his RV park in Memphis or around that area to Hendersonville. So is it possible that he had some way of, maybe setting the phone down there at his place in the RV park and then driving and going and taking care of business?
It is.
I will always wonder that until we have more answers. That's big to me. Anyway, the last clip I'll show. Do you guys want to watch a little bit of the hand interview? The most bizarre interview of all. I've been wanting to watch this with you guys for a while. Let's just watch a little bit of that and then we'll close it out. But this one, if you've never seen the hand interview, it is absolutely strange. So I warn you ahead of time. Let's go ahead and take a look.
They didn't want to show their faces no more. So they showed their hands.
All right.
Sorry.
I.E. Proudfoot, Proudfoot.
Chris, Chris, last name's Proudfoot, Proudfoot.
So, I mean, first, just as parents, tell me what the last now over a week has been like for you two.
Horrible beyond words. This was an experience that I would have never dreamed would come.
Would come what?
Can we first talk about how strange it is that only their hands are showing in this interview? Literally, all you see is Katie and Chris rubbing each other's hands. It's reminiscent, though, of Letitia Stout. When she was, I think, on her very first interview, she wouldn't allow the camera guys to get her face, but she allowed them to get the back of her. So the whole interview you're seeing of Letitia Stout, she is just the back of her talking about Gannon and stuff.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online.
Yeah, one thing you need to do.
Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Do it.
I think that is just so bizarre. So weird. Okay, back to the interview.
Awkward.
Honestly, I can't put words to how hard this has been and how much it hurts not knowing where my son is, where he's at, if he's okay. Just horrible is the best thing I can say.
What about for you?
It's rough. I mean, we are on
Sausage.
day 11, no answers. And the horrible things that people say just keep rolling in, regardless of taking time to consider the facts and, assumptions is what they're going off of. But
what facts?
For us, we sit here and we wait, and hopefully we'll get an answer, or hopefully he walks through our door, which would be amazing.
I was going to say, how badly do you both want Sebastian to just walk through that front door to get that call?
I'd give anything. In a heartbeat, I would give anything.
I bet you.
It's not measurable. Let's put it that way. There's no measurable. Anybody says all it is. You've never sat in these.
What do you guys notice about right here? Though we cannot see much besides the hands, what's something you guys notice?
No ring.
Throw some stuff out.
No
and
ring.
then I'll tell you what I notice.
Exactly.
Don Wells. Oh, that's funny. What I notice, guys, is I don't see her swing back and forth, forward and backward.
Where's the ring?
And though we can't see all of her in this instant, I don't see anything indicative of her swing back and forth.
That's true.
Oh, and Dee Dee says no ring. You're right. Chris is not wearing a ring. Interesting. Okay, we'll carry on.
You've never been in this situation. And I don't ever wish for people to be in this situation.
And what's Sebastian like? What's his personality like? What does he love to do?
He
for the most part, is happy. He likes to laugh and joke and tell you all about everything and then some. He loves games. He loves video games. He loves to play with his Legos, even building things with me. We build little projects here and there, but
There's her ring.
he's always a character.
Hey, Sam.
Are there
Sam,
any
welcome in.
like weird tendencies that he has that might be able to help people find him in this search?
I don't know how helpful to finding him, but he fidgets constantly. He loves shiny pennies, paper clips. He's always like, whenever we go to the grocery store.
One thing I'm noticing as she talks, she's not doing her Southern twang thing she normally has. If you'll notice, when she starts giving the rundown of the story, the official, her story, she'll always have kind of like this Southern, like kind of Southern drawl. But if you notice right here, when she's just talking about Sebastian, she doesn't have that Southern drawl at all. Now we'll see as they get more into the story. You might hear what I'm talking about.
He always looks on the ground and looks under the register counter, and he's always looking for shiny pennies everywhere. Paper clips. He loves to bend them out of shape and play with them, fidget with them. He loves playgrounds. I mean, we've said it before, he likes fishing and things like that, but
Cats. Boy loves cats.
he does. He loves cats. It's his favorite animal.
His favorite color is green.
I don't know. He's a good kid.
There are no leads, nothing caught on video. Your son has been missing for 11 days now. How does that make you feel as parents?
I mean, I don't have words to describe how I'm feeling right now. I mean, every day is harder than the last.
You don't act like it.
I mean, we're out, we're looking, we're trying to make sure that everyone stays looking and doesn't let his face fall to the bottom of a feed or get covered by some other nonsense. I mean, we just want our boy home.
When you walked in Monday morning and didn't see Sebastian in his room, what was your gut reaction?
My very first reaction was, oh, he got up and got breakfast. But when I realized he actually wasn't in the house, I've never experienced sheer panic in the way that I did. And basically for every minute since that, not knowing where your child is a pain that I've never known pain like this before.
Is that right?
And walk me through the events that happened, from Sunday leading up to Monday when you didn't see him that morning.
He don't have any on, Sam.
Okay, let's pay close attention to if she gets that little Southern draw thing again. Because I know I heard it in Olivia's interview with the Proudfoots. I've heard it in other subsequent interviews. Let's see if we hear it now.
Ouch.
Sunday, we were out and about. We had a really good day. We were out
doing our thing, running around. You know, we had dinner that evening, and when we came home, we had a pretty good evening together as well. He was playing right up until bedtime, and then some. I let him stay up a little late. And when I told him to go to bed, you know, he's like, "I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies." And he went to bed. And I went to bed around midnight. Everything seemed fine. And when I went to wake him up for school, that's when I couldn't find him. He wasn't in his room, and he wasn't in the house. And that's when I panicked.
And when you panicked, what did you do?
First thing I did was call my husband, and I said, "He's not here." My husband said, "What do you mean he's not here?" I said, "He's not in the house." And he said, you know, immediately just started, you know, "Did you check here? Did you check there? Did you look here?" And I ran through the house, and at that point I was hysterical, for lack of a word. And we three-wayed the police, and I'm within minutes they were here. I couldn't tell you exactly how long. I know it was fast.
I have that.
And we haven't found him.
When I got the phone call that he was missing, like she said, we asked questions like, "Where's he at? Check this, check that." And then we called the sheriff's department. And I called the sheriff's department. I stayed on the phone pretty much most of the time. And then while I was at work, I asked for a relief, got a relief, got in my truck from Memphis.
Now, according to what I heard very recently, according to the city ordinance of this Memphis area, there's a good possibility he wasn't able to be at work at that point anyway. So I think some of his story might be absolute malarkey, guys. It's crazy.
And made my way to Nashville.
And that was, I guess, Monday?
The morning that he was missing, yes.
Okay. And so what was your reaction when you got that call from your wife that Sebastian was missing?
Initially, I was like, "Oh, he's goofing around again. Here we go. He's like hiding." And then when we talked about the places to check and he's not there, I was like, "Okay, stop." Instantly. Call the police. Instantly. I'm a black and white kind of guy. So.
And to your knowledge, he didn't take shoes with him, right? He locked the door on his way out. Or I guess, what are some of the things that you think he did as he left?
We checked for all of his shoes, and none of them are missing. The door was locked.
And was there some discrepancy as to what he was wearing when he went to bed, or what was he last seen wearing? What was he wearing to bed that night?
When he went to bed, he was wearing black sweatpants with white stripes down the side. And he had on a black long sleeve black shirt with a print on the front. I'm pretty sure it was one of his
like Star Wars or Halloween or
or even Minecraft.
Yeah,
those are the three main
that's
things.
the three things that majority is on his clothes.
Yeah.
Well, he has his flavors.
And obviously you guys are going through the unimaginable, and then, you know, getting a lot of like the kickback that you've seen on social media. I mean, how much worse has that made it for you two to go through something like this?
Honestly, we stopped looking at it. There's a lot of terrible people in this world, and
yes, there is.
I don't want to waste energy on any of that. I want the focus on finding our son. The facts are the facts. I mean, the police know the facts, and all I ask of anyone is if they're able and willing is to help find him, help spread his flyer, help look for him, call in if you know anything or see anything.
Me too, Arrow.
But we just ask that people focus on finding Sebastian.
And he's never done anything like that before, right? Just kind of walked out of the house.
He's not a runner. This is not normal for him to run away. He's not.
You just what? You just what?
And any places, I guess, I know you guys have been told to stay in the house, right? Just in case he comes home.
We are doing what we've been asked to do by the law enforcement agencies. And
Oh, this is an important part, in my opinion. By the way, hi T-Rev, if you're still in here.
Hey T-Rev.
The interviewer asks, so you guys have been told to stay in your house, right?
Listen,
and now he responds to that.
If y'all don't know who T-Rev is, he is amazing. And y'all should check him out if y'all have never heard of him before.
Because keep in mind, guys, right now, they are not in the home. They're in an RV or a fifth wheel somewhere. Last I heard it was at that Yogi Bear place in Mississippi. So take notice to what she says or what they say here.
everybody involved. I'm not going to divulge anything more than that.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to ask, I guess, next is if you were to go out and search right now, if people want to help search, what types of places would you guys look at that he could maybe be at?
Anywhere and everywhere. At this point,
It's been 11 days. He could be anywhere.
Yeah. They've searched the woods. They've searched parks. They've searched creeks. They've searched, at this point, anything and everything.
Anywhere that he could be staying out of the weather or getting food or, I mean, honestly, at this point, he could genuinely be anywhere.
How hopeful are you two that he will come home?
I will never give up hope on finding my child.
Optimism is at its highest, regardless.
Our son is out there. We're going to find him.
And now
how, when you haven't looked?
It's an affront to all of us when she refers to Sebastian as our son. That is not Chris's son. It grinds my gears every time she says our son is out there missing. And by the way, Katie, if your son's out there missing, is there a reason you're not looking for him? I mean, he could be anywhere, right? So why aren't you out everywhere, as you say?
Exactly.
The actions speak louder than words. And their actions say that they know exactly where he is right now.
I mean, publicly, like obviously police are now investigating a landfill. People are speaking out about that. What are your thoughts about that?
Everybody has an opinion and their assumptions, and they are entitled to those. But as I've stated before, all we've asked people to do is to look at the facts, not what everybody's putting out there. If they have questions, call the law enforcement agencies, and they'll give you whatever they can give you. But the assumptions are just that. They are an assumption, your opinions. We pray for everybody for hopefully this never happens to you. And if it ever does, then you'll understand. But I pray it doesn't.
And they're doing their job. They're looking everywhere they can their goal is the same. We just want to find him.
If you could say something to Sebastian, if he's listening right now, what would you say to him?
I would say that we love you and we miss you and we want you to come home. And just know that we all care about you so much.
You're not in trouble. That door's unlocked and waiting for you to come home. Your puppies miss you. Your family misses you. I miss you. Just come home.
Anything else that you two want to add or clear up or anything like that?
Okay. Just help us find our son.
Everybody is trying to emergency. What are you reporting?
I didn't hear the southern twang as much in her voice. Real quick, I want to look at Chronicles of Olivia and then we'll close this out. I'm dying to show you guys what I'm talking about. So hang on a second for me.
Okay, so we watched the part with Chronicles of Olivia. Okay. So we watched the. Woo, that's close. We watched the part with Chronicles of Olivia, so I went ahead and ended it there because that's where I accidentally started it. I don't see why they keep saying look at the facts. What facts?
Exactly.
There's nothing out here that is facts. That's why do you think everybody is having to speculate? And why do you think a lot of people are pointing at them? Because they're not out here like they care, like caring parents would be if they had a missing child. I'm sorry. I just don't feel like they are out here like they care because they're allegedly putting their house up for sale. They're not even staying out there.
Because if he comes home,
Hold on, I got this playing in the background on accident.
oh,
Sorry.
That's
And
okay.
they're at a campground. They've left and went to Mississippi. They're at a campground, staying at a campground. Allegedly, she says she went with him because something about him going back to work. Allegedly, his job's up in the air as of right now. I don't know if that's true or not.
And if, like, say, if he comes home and finds out his parents aren't there.
I agree, Austin. I agree.
What's going to go through his head knowing that where's my mom, where's my dad?
You know, don't they care? Are they not here waiting for me? You know, it's sad. And they wonder why everybody's out here with this speculation and stuff. Well, there's no facts. There's no scent. There's no nothing. I mean, she wakes up, he's gone, door's locked. And yes, you do have to lock the door with the keypad whenever you leave. Because I heard that come out of her and Chris's mouth that you lock the door whenever you go out. You do lock the door. So they do have to lock the door. It doesn't lock automatically by itself.
So he must have known the code.
Yeah, he does know
before he
the
left.
code. Sebastian does know the code. But you're telling me that a child that's running away is going to think about turning around and locking the door? He's going to take that time and stop and lock that door and then leave. I don't believe, in my opinion, I don't feel like he walked out of that home. I know some people feel that way, and that's okay. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinions. You know, that's part of being human is, you know, having your opinions and being able to say how you feel and all that. Everybody should be allowed to do that. And they can kiss my white rear end because I'm going to say it. I feel like they know what happened to him.
Errol said coded doors can auto lock and just need a password to get in.
Yeah, well, they said that you would lock the door, like you would have to lock the door behind you, like if you went out, because she said that he knew how to lock the door whenever you went out. He would know how to lock the door back, like he knew the passcode to lock the door back. So that was, from what I got, that was telling me that you do have to lock the door. It doesn't lock automatically. That's just what I got out of it. But I'm not, because how they explained it. So that and the screens and everything was still intact in the windows. No smell, no evidence, nothing. There's nothing.
And all his shoes were still in
Aliens
one
came down
spot.
and took him.
And like all his shoes were in the same spot when it's
See, Ashley, well, you don't know her. I'm talking to you like you know her. But anyway, Ashley, she used to have one on her home. She had one, and hers was like that too. You had to use the code to lock it and unlock it. So I don't know if they had the same kind, but she did say that you had to lock the door and that he knew how to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a mess, and I just feel like she needs to, if she cares as much as she's trying to let on, then why ain't she out here looking for him? Who cares?
Both
I
of
don't
them.
care what anybody says about me. If my child's missing, I don't speculate on me all you want, but I'm going to be out there looking for him, and I'm going to prove your ass wrong. That's just me.
Yeah.
I know not everybody's the same and everybody reacts different, but I just don't see no care in the world. Like
none of them had any like emotions on it when like, oh my gosh, we have to get out there and start looking again. And it's just like they don't even care.
That's
they
how
really
it
want
seems,
him to
like
come
they don't
home.
care.
And I bet you what's going through his head right now is, are my parents going to beat me up again when I get home, or what? It's just like,
It's sad.
what's going through his head is probably the hard part for him. It's like, teachers don't care about me, my parents don't care about me. It's like,
I do believe his teachers care because they are the ones that reported to CPS about the belt thing. So, and I've seen two of his teachers. What is that?
yeah, that's what happens on my tablet.
Oh,
that's what my new iPad. Because if you
I was like,
this,
does it show us that we're getting a thumbs down? I was like, what is going on? But I just, like, I have seen two of his teachers in a group speak out. And they're severely heartbroken. They are.
mm-hmm.
She talked about, having his chair there, and when you look, it's an empty seat, and usually he's in that seat. A lot of the kids, it's bothering the kids, and I just pray Sebastian is found in his story. Yes, Peggy.
Exactly.
I pray. I want the whole truth and nothing but the truth to come out for that baby. And like I said, if I'm wrong about Chris and Katie, I will apologize. But I'm just following my gut and the way I'm feeling. So, and I can't help that I feel that way. Like I said, it is possible it's because Chris is just a complete D-head and a jerk off that's why I get that feeling about him. But it's just a lot of stuff just ain't adding up, and all these missing puzzle pieces, and my heart's racing. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
it's
A lot.
sad, and also like I feel bad for him because he has probably these ideas thinking going through his head, like, okay, so if I go back home, what's gonna happen? And yeah,
This cream soda is good, but it's not as good as the root beer or the orange cream. It's delicious. But yeah, like if say he is out there and he's just afraid to go home because he's afraid what's going to happen to him, and nobody should feel that way. And I pray that he doesn't feel that way.
like being forced to wear what his parents want him to wear, and it's like,
I see what you're saying, Austin. Being made to, almost like a boot. I don't know if it would be like a boot camp. I don't know how to explain it, but now my kids, they wear whatever they're going to wear. And now, unless it's something I really,
what
you
if
ain't
he
walking out
left?
of this house with that on, honey, you better put some clothes on, or I'm gonna put you a granny dress on if that's what you want to wear. I'm just kidding.
Amy said, what if he left on his own and out there and realizes I can't go back? Then what?
And then treating his hobbies like what if he left on his own and he's out there, realize I can't go back? Then what? Exactly. Like yeah, I caught that too, Arrow. They have made fun of a lot of things that Sebastian, in my opinion, it's making fun of him. There's other things out there where they have made fun of his dancing, a lot of things that he does. Yes, they have. Chris and Katie both. And it pisses me off. They hinted. But yeah, Amy, exactly. Then what? Like, they hinted that his gaming was weird. Maybe I'm the only one that picked that up because I'm a gamer and I've heard the scoff. I don't know what, hey VTX, I don't know what scoff means. That's a big word for my brain. But I will Google it. They just don't seem to be parents of a missing child. To me, they don't. What is a scoff? COFF? Oh. Dictionary. Speak to someone or about something in a scornfully derisive or mocking way. Okay. Shut up, VTX.
He said,
I bet you know all
waffles.
about blue waffles, VTX, don't you? You know all about that, honey. Do not look that up, Austin, if you don't know what it means. Please don't look it up.
Nope.
Yeah, it was very light, but I heard it. Yeah, they've done that several times, Arrow, and it's sad. It's sad. There's a lot of things that has been things about Sebastian that has been said that shouldn't be out here, and for everybody out here in the world to hear, including some things his biological father said as well. I don't believe the things that happened to Sebastian should have been put out there. But I
like
understand
last
also.
night, like that part that the dad did last night on the video when he said that he was forced to wear what the parents wanted him to wear instead of what he wanted to
He
wear.
wanted to wear.
Yeah.
Well, about him being emmed and ard, I don't feel like that should have been out here for the public. But from what I understand, allegedly his biological dad put that out here because Chris, the stepfather, made a threat, and so Seth, allegedly that's why he went ahead and put that out. I don't know. This case is horrible.
Amy said if he does come home, imagine what his friends would say. Poor guy. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That's sad. It's sad. And I pray to God that they do some big deep diving. If that boy comes home, if Sebastian comes home, I pray I corrected that because I said that boy, but that's just how I talk. But like if Sebastian comes home, I pray that they deep dive into a lot of things, especially a lot of things that has come out. I believe if Seth, if you're hearing this, I'm speaking to you. You as the biological father, if you knew that child was going through things in that home and you did nothing about it and you let him stay in that home, you're guilty, in my opinion. Not guilty. I'm not saying like he hurt him, but I'm saying he should have went and done something and got him sooner. Not wait until the school year ends. He should have went and he should have done what he had to do to make sure that child was going to be safe.
Exactly.
I feel like Sebastian was failed. He was completely failed. And I believe when he told the teacher about the belt incident, I believe that he was reaching out for help. And from what I understand, CPS was just there in January, like maybe 2 weeks before Sebastian went missing.
Yeah.
And Seth, if you hear this, can you comment or something? So I really would like to ask you some questions myself, if you're interested. I really would. Because
it would be interesting to like hear like more of the story about it too, and even if he does come home safe or whatever, it would actually be nice to kind of hear from him on his side of the story as like kind of like a interview from himself to the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would. It would. What is
to
Amy
actually
Louise?
hear the words come out of his mouth to impress how he feels about his parents. Plus,
Well, I wouldn't put. He's a minor. I wouldn't put him out here, talking to the YouTubers and all the interviewers. I do believe that, you know, he should be able to talk to the police and stuff, but I wouldn't.
exactly.
Yeah, the police and other investigators, I feel like Sebastian would need to talk to, but yeah.
And share it like his emotions that he's having.
Yeah, get it
how
out.
he's feeling.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing if he could do that. You know, and I pray that he's found. Oh, God. You got me. You got me. That's a good one. I ain't heard of that yet. That is such a Nick joke. I know. That's one I ain't heard yet. Oh, that's a good one. Now I'm going to be like, I'll tell people like, I seen your stuck up little buddy at Walmart, and they'll be like, who? I'll be like, this dude. I used to go around and tell silly jokes like that, VTX. But I do. I pray that Sebastian's found, and I pray that the truth comes out about everything. And I pray that justice is brought, and whoever, if Sebastian has been harmed, that whoever harmed him goes down for this. I hope to God that whoever has done this to him does not get away with it. Does not.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just, it's like children are just vanishing and nothing's being done. They're not being found. Nothing's being done to, whoever's harmed them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad. It's a sad world we live in. And just like, what was that I read yesterday? 400 kids. Was that 400 kids a year? Is that what I said in Tennessee?
Yeah.
That's a lot of children going missing. That is a lot of children going missing. And like I said, if I'm wrong about my feelings, I'll apologize, because that's, just who I am. But I can't help how I feel. I can't. When I look at Chris, I get this sick, horrible, sick feeling to my stomach. And can I just say that if it's true that Mr. Proudfoot, Stinkyfoot, done, if it's true that he done what he done to his stepsister and cousin, can I tell that mother of his how sick she is for covering that up for him? You sick bitch. If that's true, you're a sick bitch for covering that up. You should have got your son help too.
Mm-hmm.
And you should have got them help. And he should have paid for what he done to them. I don't know how old he was, but still, you don't do that. Listen, and just, I told somebody earlier, and okay, so they say a lot of times if you've been essayed, then you will essay someone. And in my mind, I can't comprehend it, because I was essayed by several people. It wasn't just one. It wasn't just two. I was essayed through my whole childhood by several people. And I never once in my mind have I thought about doing that to somebody. Never once have I. That's disgusting. It makes me so sick to my stomach. It's disgusting. And I'm sorry that happens to anybody. But please, get help. If you feel like you're going to do that to somebody, go get you some help. Stop harming these children. Fucking sick, man. Freaking sick.
Like teaching your kid to wear what they want you to wear and him to wear instead of what he wants to wear. It's like,
it's sick. It's screwed up.
mm-hmm,
It's screwed up.
100%.
I don't. And I'm so afraid that this is just going to be swept under the rug. Like
the parents don't even care. To even go on and look at them with no emotions, nothing. And they're like, oh, I wish we could bring him home. It's like, what are you doing to help? Having the police go out and look for him? You know what I mean?
This case is wearing on my heart. Like, from the time I wake up, and I don't want to get emotional because I feel like I'm going to, but I don't want to. But I wake up and I check to see if he's been found. Turn that camera. Sorry. And through the whole day, I'm checking for updates and everything, praying that they find this baby.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just get so emotional over stuff like this. And a lot of people can say, oh, these people are just worried about, talking about whatever on their channel. They don't care, this and that. You know what? People do care. People do care. Just because we didn't know him or any other child that's been missing does not mean that we don't have a heart and that we don't care. Because we do. There's a lot of people that do. Yeah, I can say there is some that, just do it for their own reasons. But I talk about these things because I do give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm not the best at talking about cases and at explaining things, but I give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris and Katie, up in you. Okay, sorry. It's already 9:37. I can't believe that. It don't feel like we've been on that long.
Yeah. But it's like, as soon as we get talking, it's like,
Carl. Oh, hugs to you too, Peggy. It's just, this stuff bothers me so bad. And I wish that I could just have a freaking something tell me exactly where he is, and I just go get him and just give him the biggest hug and get him help.
yeah.
It's horrible. I don't, just like the Summer Wells case, that poor girl, man. And it's like, I honestly don't know if she'll ever be found or if justice will be brought or anything, because it's like she just vanished too. There's so many children that just up and poof, be gone. The aliens came down and scooped them up and never to be seen again.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
It does, actually, and it's just sad to realize.
I'm glad to see you emotional about this, because honestly, that's how we all should feel when kids go missing. Oh, hey, Drunk. Thank you. I love you. I don't mean to get emotional. I can't help it. I can't.
Well, if it was your son or
I would be kicking in doors. If that was my child missing, I shit you not, I will go kicking in doors. I'm going to find my child. I'm going to be out there doing everything possible to find my child. I don't give a damn who. I don't care if I go to jail trying to find my child. I'm going to find my child. because I'm going to get bailed out and I'm going to go do this damn thing again. And then because I'm going to find my child. And I don't care if, you know, even if my child was like, say it was a runaway situation, I'm going to find out something. And I'm going to go kicking indoors to all their friends' house. That's just me. I would. I just, my child's coming home where they belong to their family. I'd be damn if I'm going to leave state and freaking go stay at a campground. Oh, well, my husband works close to here, so I'm just going to stay at the campground with him. And
and what if he comes home and
they're gone?
They're gone. What does the little boy or the boy think when he arrives home? That, oh, my parents are home. It's a whole different house.
Exactly, Austin. And then you're talking about selling your house, allegedly. I'll say allegedly. You're allegedly discussing about selling your house.
And taking
that your child just went missing from? It don't make sense to me. It don't.
So is that the only thing you think of right now is to sell your house and go where he probably is there? He's just somewhere different. And
where's a gusher? Go ahead, Austin. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But it's like he's like probably around there, just can't be found. And if he makes his way back towards home, how do you think he will react to that when he knows mom and
especially
dad
having autism
are no longer there?
Too. That can make the reaction worse, in my opinion, I believe. I'm not sure because I'm not an expert on autism. But it would probably be very, very, very traumatic. When did Drunk get here? Well, he just popped up out of nowhere. It's true, Drunk. A lot of people are desensitized to kids going missing in America. They are. Well, should I get some Depends? Hey, Lilith. I was just listening, then I heard Nick get sad, and it's sad.
Yeah, it gets.
I wish I could start my own investigating business somehow.
Yeah, that would be.
Wouldn't that be cool? That would be amazing. I would dig so hard and try to find as much evidence as I could, because them's going down.
And even if I would lose my son or daughter or whatever, I would actually work, like have a team, work with the police, work with anybody possible to get enough people to do a whole week's worth of a search party. Like have the search parties out.
Now they
nonstop,
have had searches out there for him.
but like complete like a squad of people.
You mean like hundreds?
Yeah, like enough people to look every way possible, and like
I sure wouldn't be leaving state while my child's missing.
Or go to like different businesses in the area of their house, like if there was a gas station or if there was a grocery store or really whatever that had security cameras. Is there a way that they could maybe find the footage of maybe him passing by at that time when he was just trying to escape?
Yeah. Now I do, from what I understand, that they have looked at video footages. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no footage of him going by. There's nothing. That's the crazy thing, Austin. There is nothing. Which makes me wonder, and I know some people don't like my thoughts, but that's okay. Did his mom, like, whenever she left that morning to go look for him before they called police, did she take him out of there in her vehicle? Because her vehicle parks in the garage. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. There's nothing.
Unless another option is maybe she took his car, and that's just how it happened that way too.
Oh, the stepdad was in Memphis, from what I allegedly in Memphis. 3 hours and something away.
Seems to be a rash of people going missing and not showing up on cameras. That came from Peggy.
Like Riley Strain, when he went missing, they found him on the cameras, followed the cameras down all the way, looked at every camera footage they could possibly around that area, and he was there. But Sebastian goes missing, and there's nothing. There's nothing. Summer Wells went missing. There was nothing. No evidence of nothing. I'm not understanding how this shit is happening. If you don't want your child, and reach it out. I'm sure somebody would love to have your child. Or even if there's sick people taking kids. That's disgusting. Go get help, you sick. I'm trying to watch my language more, but like, go turn yourself into the jail. Be like, hey, I feel like I'm going to kidnap a child tonight. Can you lock me up in here? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take to stop this. But it needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Mm-hmm. And I think this whole kidnapping and like this whole thing started during the whole world shutdown thing. And
this word, yeah.
It just like shut everybody's brain to total.
It was going on before that, but I think it got
a lot more stronger after the whole thing happened, and it just like set everybody's mind to like depression and want to do things that
I feel like you're going to harm a child, just take yourself out.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you can't raise a kid, put them up at a place that they can watch them and take care of them. And
a young man leaves a bar and he's seen, and then nothing. Yep, he went down that hill, and what happened to there's one, Caleb in Texas too, that just vanished. Poof, be gone. He's 18, 19, maybe a little, somewhere around there, I think. But he just poof, be gone too.
And it's like every time one person leaves, another one goes, and it's like a pattern of just people. Like, I even hear anything back on Elijah yet, which is
Elijah Vu, yeah. They still haven't found him.
Which is like, he could be anywhere too right now.
Scramblers? What is that?
Huh?
I would say they're using scramblers. I've never heard of that. I don't know what.
Me neither. Tell us, Peggy.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that one.
Explain that one to us, please. That would be great.
Drunk. She's like, "Whew, I made it." I seen a video on Twitter of a man carrying a 7-year-old onto an elevator. They said her mother sold her for $200, and that was the last video before she. No. Oh my God. I got off the internet. What the F is wrong with people? Yes, you gotta explain what Scramblers is. Oh my
Yeah.
God, drunk. When was this? Do you mind me asking? I don't have Twitter though.
Me neither. I used to, but nah.
Can I ask them for Twitter? So they always say Twitter or X, formerly known as Twitter. Why don't they just keep it as Twitter if they always put at the end, formerly known as Twitter?
I have no idea. It's just a weird thing that they did.
Did y'all hit the like button? Of course, you know you don't have to, but it's appreciated. My chest is hurting. They are not. Hey, Leah, they are not people, Nick. They are demons. Demons. Exactly. They are demons.
Exactly.
Good way to put it.
Hey, Leah.
That is a good way to say it. The freaking.
I didn't mean to make a graphic comment, but like it's some
really sick parent. There are.
Yeah.
$200 she sold her child for her child to get art and oft. And I mean, what'd that $200 do? Buy you a freaking crack rock? I mean, come on.
All right. Peggy said, explain like a device that blocks cameras from recording. They can be used on phones in the sex drawer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what those were called. I've seen those. It was on a YouTube thing, but somebody was using their phone or something to block somebody's camera so they could go steal stuff off their porch. It's like the ring cam footages and stuff. I like watching those. Some of them are scary. They'll make you jump, but okay. Wow. But it will black out the camera. Like make it completely go black. To where like even when they look at the recording it's just black or something. It does something. I don't remember all of it. Like the lady that drunk said, the lady that sold her child for $200. Like, I could never imagine selling my child. And if you didn't want your child, why didn't you reach out for help? Let the state or a family member or somebody step up. Somebody adopt the child. I almost said baby, but it happens at all ages, not just infants, as y'all see. It's out here happening to all ages. And go hack your leg on a street corner or something, but at least make sure your child has a caring home if you don't want your child. I sat here and answered you forgetting I was not. Oh, I don't know why I'm letting you know. Okay, well, it's almost 10 o'clock, y'all, so we're going to start wrapping it up. I have a horrible headache now. My head is horrible right now. I'll let you upstairs in a minute. Stop the whining. Sit down somewhere and act like somebody. Grandma bedtime. It is. It's
Yeah,
girls'
this
bedtime.
time. So this time tomorrow I would be on the dentist chair. Ooh.
I pray that before I've looked all day for just something. And I check until I lay in bed and look and look and look. Y'all want to do something? So this is T-Rev. If y'all never checked him out, he's doing live phone calls. I was gonna say we could call in, but I'm not brave enough to call and tell my. But maybe one day I'll be brave enough to do something like that. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm going to go take me some ibuprofen, have a little bit of sweet tea to wash it down, and then I'm going to go lay down. And you've had greens, you've had carrots, you've had guinea pig feed. No, I don't care. I'd have called in. What am I going to say? Maybe we'll do it one night. We'll do it one night. Maybe tomorrow or another night. I just say, blah blah blah. My braveness to do that isn't there yet. I get too nervous. So I pray that an update comes soon and that Sebastian and that every child out here is protected. I don't know what animal Nick's talking to, but they have better dinner than me. Oh, that was my guinea pig. And you hear him. It's because he hears Kenny walking through the kitchen. See? And Kenny gets
yep, there he is. There's
giving
trouble.
in to him. He's giving in. Fatty McFatty, you are not hungry. No, he ain't. We're going in where?
Huh?
What? We're going in where? We're not smoking.
Huh?
I'm going in the kitchen to get me some ibuprofen out of the medicine cabinet and pouring some sweet tea in a cup. And then I'm going to take the ibuprofen in my mouth real quick and then hurry up, because if I taste medicine, I will puke. That's the end of it. It ain't going down. It's coming out. Okay. So that's what I'm going to go do, because I have the worst headache. And I hate these headaches. And I need to get some sleep because I go to work.
And I had to be in the chair this time tomorrow morning.
Do I need a suit or a birthday one? Huh?
Huh?
Put your birthday suit on. Put your birthday suit on. What is she going on about? I love loved ones moving too much to at y'all. Hey, AR. I love you. Oh, I'm holding y'all. But no, I'm holding. Well, we're holding you too. Right in our hearts. Peg, if you talking to me, birthday shut only. Is that supposed to say birthday shit? Oh, birthday suit only. Oh, she's in her birthday suit. Carl's already in her birthday suit.
Should I have been bathing suit or birthday suit?
Birthday suit. She Booty, booty, booty rocking everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm shutting this down.
Yeah.
I think my head's hurting from getting emotional because I let my emotions hurt me. Ugh. Okay, I love y'all. Sweet dreams. Austin, thank you for coming up. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for being here. Will somebody teach me how to do them live call-ins too? That's kind of actually neat. That way, if like anybody's ever watching that ever is too scared to type or something and they just want to call, they can. Or if y'all want to call in,
You can do that on I think you do that on like on Zoom or
it's Google. It's a number through Google. I don't know how to do all that.
Google Meet. Google Meet does too.
No, Google Meet. That's face to face. I don't want to be face to face with them.
Some you can actually call in.
That'd be scary. They call in. Oh no, I don't want to know what would happen. Okay. Wouldn't know how that works. People you don't know. And it's a face-to-face thing. They like to try to get you. How's the girlfriend before we get off here? Google
Good.
No.
Good.
He said good. 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 Okay. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Sammy's ready for bed too. Ace is ready to go upstairs to Elm's room. He's sitting here waiting for me to open up the thing to let him up there. And he's not going to stop until I do. Prayers for tomorrow.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Lots of prayers that everybody that's out there is found. That needs to be found. Okay. Whew. I kind of dig Boston. I feel like I'm talking like a Bostonian. No name. We call her No Name. Shake my head. All right. Sweet dreams. I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to go lay down and scroll and see if I can find anything until I go to bed. Until my eyes go completely.
Hopefully someday. All we just gotta do is cross our fingers and hopefully they will be found safely.
I pray. I hope.
Me too.
I appreciate y'all being here. I love y'all. Y'all get you some rest. Don't be staying up all night either. I love y'all. Good night.
Good night, everybody.